Hello, welcome everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here again this year. My topic this time is biopsychosocial assessment. In fact, I'm here to talk about problems to be solved and point out some suggestions for solving them. And of course, I want to hear the honest opinion of experts and advisors. Have you all heard the expression biopsychosocial assessment? Does it appear in the ICF? Take a look here. Actually, it doesn't appear. Here we have an excerpt from page 20 of the original version of the ICF. The word biopsychosocial appears only once in the ICF text, and the expression used is biopsychosocial approach. It doesn't prohibit people from using expressions like biopsychosocial assessment or model. However, a fundamental understanding of the ICF and its concept should come first. And why is fully understanding of ICF important? By having complete knowledge of the ICF, we know that biopsychosocial is our way of thinking, speaking, and writing. Everything we do is biopsychosocial. The ICF is in all policies, all systems, and all services. It's universal. It's for all people. Do I mean? What do I mean by all people? I mean everyone, absolutely everyone. The biopsychosocial approach involves a way of thinking about health management. The system evaluates, monitors, and controls functioning indicators. The biopsychosocial approach involves extensive communication among clinicians, including every environment, factors, activities, participation, and not only physiological and anatomical data. No clinical report, legal opinion, no technical report can be drawn up without ICD and ICF codes together. But what have we faced in Brazil? Repeated attempts by the federal government to convey the idea that the only way to take a biopsychosocial approach is through an index created by the government itself. In fact, this index is valid for public services, experts, and not for all health professionals. Even so, this is a limited view anyway. In fact, even public service experts should learn the ICF and use related instruments if they so wish. In other words, the decision to use and which instrument to use should be made by the expert. It should be a technical decision, not a normative one. That's it. These on the screen are impasses we have faced. The easiest path would have been to comply with WHO Resolution 5421 2001, disseminate the ICF and not instruments to replace it. There are two clear problems. The evident attempt to create an instrument without knowing the ICF, even ignoring instruments created by WHO, and the translation error in some laws and regulations. Incredibly, Brazilian laws use the term impediment instead of impairment. We were on a good path, expanding knowledge, and good knowledge of the ICF continues among professionals in the private sector, but in the public sector, a disaster is currently occurring, a true Tower of Babel. That's the situation. Public servants have had to learn an index when they should be learning the ICF itself. I would like to hear from you, but these are the steps that I think can solve those problems. Servers must learn ICF. ICF should be implemented in data systems. Regulations that use the word impediment should be repealed. New regulations should be written considering that the ICF is for all people, everyone. Brazil needs ongoing education provided by an organization directly linked to WHO. The International Society of Experts on Functioning and the ICF proposed an academic center to provide help for translations and education, but we need WHO approval for that. We need the constant presence of WHO representatives here in Brazil. So thank you very much for your presence and attention. I would want to hear your opinions and recommendations. I hope to be able to meet you all in person soon. And it was a pleasure to be with you today. Bye bye.